Good evening, good morning, good night, good afternoon, wherever it is you are that you're listening to this. I just want to welcome you to episode 10 of the Split Screen Podcast. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm glad you're here, glad you're back, glad you found me, for those of you who are new. My name is Chris Garcia, aka KC Chris G. Voice crack, wow. And I'm going to have the honor of hosting you for the next 20 or 30 minutes. So if you're new here, just sit back, relax. This is a place where we just kind of discuss different gaming related topics, but we're not super professional or anything. So this is episode 10. Hopefully you stick around for more episodes, and if you feel like listening to more episodes that I've released previously, please do so. I would really appreciate it. If you want to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, please do so, by all means. Our Facebook is Split Screen Podcast, and our Twitter and Instagram is both Split Screen KC. So, like I said before, hopefully you all have had a good day, night, evening, what have you. It was a beautiful day here in Kansas City, really. It was low 80s, and I believe it's about 65-ish, if I'm not mistaken, right now. So, yeah, it was a beautiful day. I got out, did some stuff, and I hope you guys have had a good day as well. So, yeah, that's it for that. But I'm going to think that this is just a tradition now, so I'm just going to say that it's a tradition now, but this episode's going to be a little bit of a short one, so hopefully you guys don't mind a little bit of a shorter episode. And I have episode 11 already planned out. I'm actually a little bit ahead of the game. I'm going to try to stick to those plans. Hopefully it all works out. So I'm very excited for next week's episode, but I'm also excited for this week's episode. Today I'm going to talk about what's been going on with Call of Duty Black Ops. Cold War, and some people, depending on what side of the fence you're on, you either hate Call of Duty. I guess there's three sides to this coin. So you either hate Call of Duty, you love Call of Duty, or you like a certain developer and you don't like Treyarch. For me, I've always kind of been a fan of Treyarch more than Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer games. So I've kind of enjoyed Black Ops. It's had its issues. It's not a perfect game by any means. It's not my favorite Call of Duty, but I kind of want to discuss things that are going to be happening, and I kind of wanted to discuss my thoughts on Season 5 as a whole, because it's getting kind of interesting. So, and I also think that I want to talk about, just very, very briefly, about people thinking that they're going to get a Black Ops 2 remaster, so we'll talk about that a little bit. A lot of the information I'm getting is from Treyarch blog posts about Season 5, and if you're on Twitter and you follow Call of Duty and things like that, I'm sure you've heard of Charlie Intel, who posts a lot of information and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into that. So what I want to start off is by saying this, and is that Black Ops Cold War is in an interesting spot right now. You could argue that the interest is fading, right? People get hyped up during the marketing campaign, and then the announcement this year for Black Ops Cold War, they had an in-game event in Warzone that announced the game and released a trailer and all that stuff. So that was kind of cool. I remember playing that, and I was really excited for Cold War to come out, seeing as it was a direct sequel to Black Ops 1. So, and if you know me, you know that that's my favorite Call of Duty of all time. So, Call of Duty as a whole has a lot happening all at once right now. Season 5 just released. People are still upset with the state of Warzone, and when I say that, I mean there's still hackers running around everywhere. People are still kind of upset that we didn't get a new Warzone map, and there's still a lot of imbalances between the Cold War weapons and Modern Warfare. You can kind of tell that they're really pushing the Cold War agenda still, because the Modern Warfare maps are just complete buns compared to Cold War weapons. So I think they're kind of trying to incentivize you to kind of buy, to buy Cold War so you can level up those guns and then carry them over to Warzone. So I don't know. Maybe they have a little bit of an agenda going on. It depends on how you view things, I suppose. Speaking of Warzone, they just had another round of banned hammers swing, and from what I read, people said that this wave was different in the sense that the accounts that were banned can't make another account. I don't know if that's true or not. I hope it is. They've been needing to do something for a while, which is why I said people are still upset about the state of Warzone, because while they may be fixing things now, it's been extremely too late, or too long, and it's way too late. So a lot of people have already gone over to Apex. A lot of big streamers have gone over to Apex Legends and other games. So we'll see about the state of Warzone here in about a month or two after the reveal of the next Call of Duty, if they stay on schedule with that. They've already begun teasing that. It's in an interesting state right now. You know, with the problems in Warzone. Season 5 just released, but I don't think really like as many people care as when they did when Season 2 and 3 came out. And they're now starting to market the new Call of Duty that's going to be coming out next year, developed by Sledgehammer Games. So it's going to be interesting going forward, depending on what developer you want to follow, and if you're still even interested in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I believe there's probably going to be a Season 6 and Season 6 Reloaded, so we'll see how the marketing is around that as well, and how they're going to... I don't know if they're going to tie in Sledgehammer's next title with Cold War, kind of like with Modern Warfare did, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. It's going to be very, very interesting, so keep an eye out for what's coming next. I want to talk about Season 5 a little bit, and because the latest season brings smiles to the faces of players like me. So I've been a multiplayer guy this time around, this game. I like zombies, but for some reason it's just difficult for me this time around. I don't know what it is. I think it's like a mix of old school zombies, which I really like, but there's some stuff that carried over that's new. And I don't know, I've just had a hard time adjusting. It's fun. I don't hate it. I'm just bad. I'm okay with admitting that I'm just bad at zombies. Outbreak is a blast, and I can hold my own on there a lot better than round-based maps, I'll say that, but when it comes to the round-based maps, I just don't do well. I didn't do super amazing on D Machina. I didn't do very well on Firebase Z at all, and I can kind of do okay on Mauer der Toten, but yeah, I don't know. Round-based zombies just aren't it for me. Anyway, with the Season 5 roadmap dropping a while ago, I was decently happy. I think I'm just happy to be getting free DLC to begin with. I can't complain about stuff that's free. So, you know, when that came out, as long as I'm getting content, I'm pretty cool with it. I haven't really spent any money on that. So, that's fine by me. Let's talk about Season 5 and what's to come with it. It's going to come with another Battle Pass, of course. Dude, that shit looks like the Battle Pass. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why I said that. Whenever you say Battle Pass, you have to kind of say that. It's kind of obligatory at this point. Anyway, we get 2 new weapons, which are as follows. You got the EM2 assault rifle and the Tech 9 KC. It's not called the Tech 9 KC, but I hope you get that reference. Tech 9 SMG, and it's going to have like different modes of fire, I guess. I guess it can be like a semi-auto, and then you can switch it to full auto, I guess. I'm not sure. And I believe that's going to be through attachments. So do with that what you will. I like the Tech 9 and Back for Blood. But 2 more weapons are going to be added later on. One of them is going to be the Marshall shotgun pistol. I'm not sure how that's going to work. And then they're adding a damn cane that you're going to be able to swing at people. So it's going to be hilarious seeing people use that thing. I'm hoping if they have a cane, I'm hoping they have a Monopoly Man skin that comes with that thing. That'd be so funny to see Monopoly Man running around there. But anyway, we're getting a new operator, and I think we're getting 1 at the launch, and then we have 2 more coming later on. One of them is going to be Jason Hudson, so that's going to be interesting because you've been hearing him through your comms throughout the entire time of multiplayer, and now he's going to be on the battlefield. So that's going to be kind of cool to see. And this is kind of where I got fired up here. So there's new multiplayer maps coming. We have 2 new maps at launch: Echelon, which is a 6v6, and is it Echelon or Echelon? I think it's Echelon. But that's a 6v6, and Showroom, which is a 2v2 and 3v3 map. So that's going to be on your gunfight modes. So also the map Slums from Black Ops 2 makes a return in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Yet another Black Ops 2 map. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I'm not complaining because I like the Black Ops 2 maps. I love Black Ops 2 as much as the next guy, but I just never got why they're putting Black Ops 2 maps in there. I'm sure there's a developmental point of view. Is that even a word? I don't know. But like, why are we putting maps set in the year 2025 into a game set in the 1980s? It just doesn't really make sense to me. So I'm curious as to the decision making behind that, the thought process. But I'm not part of the development team. So, you know, I'm sure they have their reasons. So at first I only saw Slums. That's all I saw. I didn't see the rest of the maps that were being put in there. So I was like, why the hell are we putting Black Ops 2 maps when Black Ops 1 has perfectly good maps that haven't been used in over a decade? So then I read the blog post, and sure enough, they finally listened to me. I think they heard me and decided to give me a giant middle finger to the face, because they just mushroom stamped me on the face. Because in season, not at launch, but during the season, maybe during the reloaded portion of it, they're going to be adding 2 of my favorite Black Ops 1 DLC maps, and one of them is Drive-In, and the other one is Zoo. But this version of Zoo is going to be a little bit shrunk down, so I'm interested to see the differences between that one and the Black Ops 1 version. I remember those maps like the back of my hand, so it's going to be very interesting to see what changes they made. And I hope they keep like the general aesthetic of things, because the grimy, abandoned Russian zoo look was pretty cool when it first came out, and I hope they keep that. And the same thing with the Drive-In. So I'm very interested to see these things at launch, or when they launch rather, and I'm just happy they're finally bringing us some Black Ops 1 maps. I think that they've been long overdue, and hopefully they drop more as the I mean, we only have one more season, so I'm hoping that they drop at least one more. We'll see in Season 6 and Season 6 Reloaded. I mean, they have a lot of maps that they could use, you know? Like, they have... I can think of a few maps. Here's some. Okay, just off the top of my head here. Hazard, which was actually a World at War remake, but still, they did a beautiful job bringing it over to Black Ops 1. We have Stadium. I think that would be cool. Hotel was another one of my favorite ones. Hangar 18, that was an amazing map. Convoy was fun. I think Jungle would fit very well. And even Villa would work. They make sense. They make too much sense, actually. So, like I said, I'm sure there's a reason they haven't done more by now. But Black Ops 2 is only 2 years older, so I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess that's why I'm not a developer. So, I mean, here's the thing. They're putting all these Black Ops 2 maps in here, but and for a while, I thought that if they don't put any Black Ops 1 maps into Cold War, the only acceptable reason for that would be if they released a Black Ops 1 remake. But, you know, which would make sense. You know, I read an article the other day that someone, I don't remember who wrote it or what website it was for, but it said that, or they wrote that all these Black Ops 2 map remakes in Cold War are adding to their hopes that a Black Ops 2 remake was on the way. What? How does that work? My big question here is, why would they release so many maps from Black Ops 2 into Cold War just to have them in a remake again soon after? Am I thinking about this all wrong? I mean, it just doesn't make really a whole lot of sense to me. It seems like a waste of resources, if I'm being honest. And if we're going the route of remakes, wouldn't it make more sense to remake an older installment in the Black Ops series first? Like, start where you could even make a case for World at War, which is technically the first installment of the Black Ops franchise, because Reznov returned in Black Ops from World at War. But that being said, World at War remake probably isn't in their best interest right now, since Vanguard is coming out, or whatever it's going to be called, Call of Duty Vanguard, which is supposedly set in World War II. I mean, it's all been confirmed to be set in World War II, making it Sledgehammer's second World War II based Call of Duty title in a row. Do with that information what you will. I'm just stating facts here. So, but wouldn't it make sense to just start from the very beginning of the Black Ops franchise, which is over a decade old? I mean, it just makes perfect sense. If we're going to be doing remakes, why on earth would they start with Black Ops 2? And how on earth is your brain registering Black Ops 2 maps in Cold War must mean Black Ops 2 remake? I don't know what drugs you're taking, but I'll have them. I don't know what you're drinking, but I'll take it and make mine a double. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I think that not only would it make sense for Black Ops 1 to be remade as a starting point for the remakes, but a lot of current Call of Duty players haven't had the opportunity to play that original entry because, I mean, it's 10 years old. I mean, we have a lot of new Call of Duty players that have played Cold War for the first time, but they never played Black Ops 1, so I'm sure there's some story elements in there and some references to the first game that a lot of people really didn't get. So, and Black Ops 1 being the amazing game that it is, it just deserves a remaster nonetheless, and I'm praying to the Activision gods and the Treyarch gods, please remake Black Ops 1. You just give it the Master Chief Collection, please. I know Alex and Nate are tired of me asking for this, so just give it to me for their sake. And you know I gotta mention my boys at least once in every episode, but it just makes too much sense to not release a Black Ops 1, or it makes too much sense to not release a Call of Duty Black Ops 1 remake. Just please, that's all I'm asking. We got Call of Duty 4. There's rumors in the Twitter sphere that Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is getting remastered. I don't know if I believe that quite yet, but would I be upset with that? Absolutely not. That was one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time as well. So just please give us what we want. Give me what Casey Chris G wants. That's all that really matters. But anyway, that's enough about that. The only other thing that I really wanted to discuss today before I close today's show is that there's been some teases with Call of Duty Vanguard coming up. There's rumors going around that August 19th is going to be either a reveal of the title, or maybe a release date, or just something to do with the game. There's going to be something involved with the game that's on August 19th. Don't quote me on that. I'm just telling you what I heard. I hope that's the case because, I mean, things have been kind of interesting on Twitter with, leaks and rumors are starting to come out and things like that. And I believe it was Tom Henderson on Twitter who said that the beginning of the reveal trailer starts with some hand-to-hand combat, and then it kind of goes above rooftops, I guess, and shows a bunch of bombers in the sky. And the official, I don't remember if it was Call of Duty or Activision, probably Call of Duty though, they posted a GIF of that exact scenario minus the hand-to-hand combat. They showed it zooming out to overhead where a bunch of bombers were flying overhead, and it's interesting because they said each plane was labeled with either leaks and rumors, so that's Call of Duty being a little bit self-aware of what's going on with all the leaks and rumors going around. So it's kind of funny how they're kind of poking fun at not only themselves but everybody that's kind of been talking about rumors and stuff like that. So it's and that's from the reveal trailer. So I mean that must be coming there very soon because it from the looks of it, it's ready to go. I don't know if they're gonna do an in-game event like they did with Black Ops Cold War. Some things have been happening around Warzone to suggest that. New messages have been coming out. There's, I guess, if if you win or during the win, whenever you're flying out of the zone, one of your teammates will get sniped while they're being pulled up into the helicopter by a female sniper in a World War II uniform. So that basically confirms that this thing is the marketing is here. It's starting. So we're going to be getting information very, very, very soon. So I guess I just wanted to ask, do you want an in-game event like Black Ops Cold War did in Warzone? Because it seems to be what we're going to be getting here soon. And are you going to be on the lookout for the next Call of Duty? Rumors have it named as Call of Duty Vanguard. I'm not sure the context of the name, like the meaning behind it. But, it's set in World War II. It's all but confirmed, and marketing is going to start ramping up here very soon. So let me know, are you excited for the next Call of Duty title? And if you are, let me know why. And let me know, honestly, is anybody excited about the World War II setting? I've kind of heard mixed reception. I think I've seen more negative feedback to it than I have positive. I'm not sure what to think of fan feedback on this so far, because maybe the marketing and promos and gameplay footage will sway people a little bit, but right now it's not looking amazing in terms of what people are hoping for. I think that's it. Are you excited for Call of Duty? Are you excited for Season 5 of Black Ops Cold War? Let me know on Twitter. You can tweet at me, at SplitScreenKC. You can follow me on Instagram, leave me a message there, at SplitScreenKC there. Or you can leave a comment on any one of our posts on Facebook, SplitScreenKC. And if you want to follow me personally on Twitter and Instagram, I will be, both of those are KCChrisG. Send me a message, send me some hate mail, do what you do. But yeah, this one was actually kind of short, so I think I'm going to keep it that way. Next episode, though, it's going to be real. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. I was going to say it's going to be the return of a special guest if things work out. We'll see. But then I realized that episode was never released. That's the Snyder Cut that I've referenced before in the past. So we'll see how that goes, and I'm very excited to record that one. But anyway, I hope you guys have a lovely day. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on any of our social media pages. It's been lovely hosting you. It's a very short show, but kind of a slow news week, to be honest, outside of Call of Duty. Halo Infinite beta kind of wrapped up, and the Back 4 Blood beta is still going on. So we'll probably talk about feedback next week on those things. But for now, I guess this is it. So hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I hope you guys stay safe. Thank you so much for listening. I say it every week, and I mean it every week. From the bottom of my heart, it means the world to me that you spend some time out of your day to listen to this show. So I hope you keep doing so too, because I love you guys. I love everyone. I'm just going to keep rambling for a little bit. Anyway, have a great day. Have a great night. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Oh, man. I just keep going on. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. Goodbye.